Hey there, comic book fans. I'm back from the comic shop again this week. Another pretty big week with 9 new comics. One of them was a freebie, though, so really 8 comics. Let's first start by showing you my cover, my museum spot that I keep on top of the printer. So I've been looking at this cover all week. Madman Comics. What issue is this? Oh, number 1. Well, number 1 of 4. Don't know what year this one came out, but that's a nice Mike all-red cover with all those fun toys and dolls there. I just, decided to go over to my Madman section and pull out one of his covers to keep in that spot for the week. I like this one. This is a pretty good. He did some really nice covers for his book, The Atomics, too. I remember that. Those were really good. Oh, I just got back from the library. I picked this one out of the library. Captain America Volume 4, Epic Collection, Hero or Hoax. This is the 70s stuff. What does it have? Captain America 139 to 159. A lot of Sal Buscema in here. Oh, Batroc the Leaper. I probably have maybe half of these. I don't even know. But I haven't looked at them so long, I'm not sure. So I just decided, I just saw this. I was on my library's website, and you can look up stuff. And I saw they had this. So I was like, you know what? Why don't I take that one out of the library and give it a look? Epic Collection, Captain America from the 70s. I think this was a little before my time, too. Yeah, 71 to 73. My time really didn't start till 76, I'd say. So it's a little before my time. Then we've got Comic Shop News, the death of Doctor Strange. Oh yay, someone's dying again. Nice Doctor Strange cover there. Eternity down there. I have no idea what that story's about. I'll probably never read it, but what the heck. This is all about finding out what's coming out. Occasionally I find something in here. Rebirth of the English comic strip. That just caught my eye. That one right. I wonder what that is. Some sort of history book. Bloom number 2. Got that one already. I guess they just got an ad in there. That's been a good book. I think last week Bloom number 2 came in. Let me show you the free comic I got this week. And I got it only because my shop is like, what are we going to do with these nudie comics? Jungle Fantasy. I don't think I've ever... I think I've read some of these digitally, maybe. But I've never actually had one. It's... who puts this out? Natural Beauty? Soundless? But it's a nudie comic. Lots of nudity and stuff in it, so... We'll see how that is. I picked it up just as a lark. Well, it was free, so he gave it to me. I was like, oh, I'm not shy. I'll pick up a nudie comic and see how it is. Then we've got Hobbs and Mcfarland, Strangers in Cerebus. Let's see, what's the print run on this one? 10/23 of 1961. So there's only 1,961 copies of this. As opposed to the Batman ones, which have like 1,000 more copies. I'm guessing Strangers in Paradise just isn't that popular a parody cover. Especially since that's not exactly a terrific image right there. I can't even tell what it is. Then we've got Spawn, number 319. Goofy cover. And I got that Spawn special last week. And how much Spawn is too much Spawn? 64 pages. 64 pages of Spawn was just too much for me. Well, there's some nice artwork on that opening page. I like that colorful... Gustav Klimt influenced top panel. But I've been liking the art in this. Carlo Barberi, Tom Warzakowski lettering, J. David Ramos colors, and of course Todd McFarlane writing it. And then we've got Monstrous. Always good art in Monstrous. She likes these fancy, intricate designs on things. Monstrous has been good. There's some nice art too right there. Fantasy story, war going on. Some characters are half animal, magic users. You know the deal. But there's more politics in it. Well, I haven't read a ton of fantasy stories, I'd say, but a lot of the fantasy stories I've read, I don't think any of them had politics in it that I can think of. She likes obscuring her art too. Then we've got Kaiju Max Season 6, Issue 2. This year's season, is it a wraparound? There we go. I always enjoyed Kaiju Max. Oh, and in this one, some aliens have invaded Earth, so they're commuting. So, since this Kaiju Max is a story about a prison for giant monsters, which is on this island somewhere, they're commuting some of their sentences if they fight for Earth against these aliens. Xander Cannon. Art's always good. Storytelling is always good. I enjoy it. Oh, that looks like one of the giant robot. In the prison, there are these giant monsters, and the guards are all in giant robot suits. Let's see. Then we've got ENIAC number 4. Let's see, how did this one come out? This is one of those you can find my name in. Let me see. I think it's early on. There's the credits page. You can find my name in there under production. In that op art credits page. But yeah, I worked on this one, put it together. Let me see how that spot gloss came out. Spot gloss came out fine, it looks like. Spot gloss is the shiny parts. It's a varnish. There we go. See those shiny parts right there? So one part is shiny and one part is matte. That's the varnish, the spot gloss. The spot gloss on the back too. I think that whole frame is spot glossed and the UPCs aren't. So I look forward to reading that. Even though I put it together, I don't always actually read them when I put them together. I just kind of look at them. Then we've got Crossover, number 7. Donnie Cates and Jeff Shaw are crossed out, and Chip Zdarsky and Phil Hester are written in. And also Andy Parks. So I guess we got something new going on here. It's supposedly explained in story too, Crossover, because this is about the fictional universe crossing over into our own. And we saw a lot of Dark Horse and indie-owned superheroes in it. So we'll see who shows up in this one and why they changed writers. And then this is the first issue of the Department of Truth on my pull list. I like this cover a lot. I actually put the cover I got in my pull back and picked up this cover because that's really cool. All that color and stuff. I still have. I read this is the first one on my pull list. I read volume 1 on Hoopla digitally. That was issues 1 through 5. Then my shop had issues 6 through 9 that I picked up, but I still haven't read yet. I've kind of been waiting for issue 10. Now I'll read issues 6 through 10 because I think that's the whole next story. Well, this is a pretty cool story. It's kind of a reverse X-Files where this takes place. The more people believe in a crazy conspiracy, the more it starts to become real and it actually rewrites history and rewrites the whole world. If enough people believe in it, then it actually happened. So the Department of Truth tries to tamp down all the people believing in crazy stuff so it doesn't change stuff. And who's the head of the Department of Truth? Lee Harvey Oswald. So I can't wait to read issues 6 through 10 of that. And the last thing I got is the new Usaki Yojimbo Dragon Bellows Conspiracy, number 1. This is the reprints, recolored Usagi stuff from back in the 80s. I think it's still back in the late 80s. I wonder if they tell you when this was first printed. I don't see any indicia. Oh well. But featuring classic Usagi stories with brand new color. I always enjoy these, even though I have all the original stuff in black and white up there. I still like getting these new color ones because I haven't read them since the late 80s, even though I have them. Now I'm going to show you a little bit of artwork. I finally, oh look at this, this is crooked. Finally got this painting done. I've been working on it for the last week. Greetings, Earthling, it says there. And let's bring it up close so you can see some of the brush strokes. You can see the texture in the paint. That's kind of an important part of a piece like this, is getting the texture of the paint right. Getting all those brush strokes right, as well as getting the image right. Let's go to one part up here. There you go. Man, this took me a long time to do. I think I started working on it Thursday and worked on it quite a few days until yesterday. I mean, all day. So there you go. That one's called Greetings, Earthling. This is one of the 5 new canvases I bought, all this size. So now I've got 4 more to do. I want to get done this summer, but we'll have to see what the next one is. I kind of like the way that one came out. That purple ties it all together. And I start out with just the image, and then I add all these other paint extras as I finish it. The first thing I do is lay down all the base color, kind of, and then I work over top of that. And the base color and the image are all figured out ahead of time, but then all these marks and strokes and stuff happen as I'm working on it on the end. It took 2 days just to do those marks. So that'll tell. There's a lot of thinking at that, but it's like when I'm laying down the base color, there's a lot of, and then when I'm laying down these final colors, there's a lot of. So there's 2 totally different methods to making the same painting. All right, some comic books, some art, and you guys have a good week out there.